My family spent $47 on me last Christmas, so this year I spent $47 on all of them combined. Every Christmas I spend around $200 per person on my parents and siblings, and every Christmas I get garbage in return. This year my sister texted me a link to a $400 designer purse and said, just in case you need ideas, and my brother asked me to get him the sold-out gaming console everyone wants. I almost started searching for it before something in me just cracked. I pulled up my bank statements and counted what I spent last year, then pulled out the gifts I received and laid them on my bed. A $4 clearance candle with the price tag still on from my sister. Nothing from my brother because he forgot my gift card and never followed up. A re-gifted picture frame from my mom with a stranger's photo still inside. A $20 bill my dad handed me like I was a valet. I spent over $800 and received $47, and I decided this year would be different. I drove to the dollar store with a level of pettiness I didn't know I had in me. I found a sad votive candle that smelled like synthetic vanilla for exactly $1 and left the price sticker on the front. I grabbed a cheap picture frame with a stock photo of models pretending to be a family. I picked up a blank card and wrote, I owe you inside for my brother. I got home feeling satisfied, and then my phone buzzed with a text from my sister that said, did you find the purse yet because it's selling out and I really need the cream one specifically. Any guilt I had vanished instantly. I texted back that I was still looking. 3 days later, my brother called me and said, hey, I hope you know I'm serious about that console because I've been telling all my friends I'm getting it and they're super jealous. I told him I was working on it and he said, good, because I already promised my buddy he could come over and try it on Christmas night. My dad emailed me a list of power tools with prices ranging from $50 to $300 and wrote any of these would work, like he was placing an order at a restaurant. My mom called me the week before Christmas and said, your sister mentioned you're getting her that cream purse and I just want you to know that I'd love a nice purse too if you're already shopping. I told her I'd see what I could do. She said, you're such a good kid. You've always been the generous one. I wrapped their dollar store gifts in beautiful paper with perfect bows because presentation matters, and I stacked them in my closet and waited. We gathered in my parents' living room with the tree lit and everyone in pajamas looking excited. My sister went first and ripped into her gift with this greedy smile that vanished the second she saw what was inside. She held up the votive candle with a $1 sticker on the front and said, what the hell is this supposed to be? I told her it was a candle just like the one she got me last year. She looked at my mom like she expected someone to fix this. My mom opened hers next and pulled out the picture frame with the stock photo still inside, and her face twisted up as she said, why are there strangers in my frame? I told her she could put her own picture in whenever she wanted, same as she told me last year. My brother tore open his card and found the IOU, and his face went red as he said, where's my console? This isn't funny. I told him I forgot to get it, but I'd definitely send it later. Promise. He said, my friend is coming over tonight to play it. What am I supposed to tell him? I shrugged. I walked over to my dad and handed him a $20 bill and thanked him for everything he does. He stared at it in his hand like he didn't understand what was happening. The room went completely silent for about 3 seconds, and then everything exploded at once. My sister threw her candle against the wall so hard it shattered, and she screamed, you're a psychopath and you need professional help immediately. My brother stood up and knocked his chair over and yelled, you just humiliated me in front of everyone I know. Do you understand that? My mom started sobbing into her hands and said, you have single-handedly destroyed this family, and grandma would be rolling in her grave if she could see what you've become. My dad pointed his finger in my face and said, I didn't spend 20 years raising you to be disrespected in my own house on the one day that's supposed to be about family. My sister was pacing back and forth and she stopped and screamed, who keeps score of Christmas gifts like some kind of psychotic accountant freak? I sat there and waited for everyone to finish, and then I reached into my bag and pulled out a spreadsheet I'd printed showing exactly what each of them gave me over the last 5 years versus what I spent on them. I read the totals out loud. I spent $4,847 and received $291, and that's including Dad's $20 bills every year. The room went quiet again. My mom grabbed the paper out of my hand and looked at it and said, keeping a spreadsheet of Christmas gifts is genuinely the most disturbing thing I've ever seen in my entire life. My dad reached into his wallet, pulled out two $100 bills, and threw them at my feet without saying a word.